According to online sources, Lil Durk had his first court hearing today. This revolved around Durk's lawyers asking for a bond, bail, or house arrest grant, but things got concerning. Typically, when a criminal lawyer asks for a bond release, the feds have to give the judge a reason not to allow it. But the feds did, and it was disturbing. They brought up evidence from Brick Baby because he appeared in an interview and said, "No one can say Durk never slid for King Von anymore because of what happened to Lil Pab at the gas station." As once news dropped of Durk's arrest, Brick Baby was live streaming and reacted to his old interview, which makes it look like he caused the feds to look into Durk.
This is just it. Five Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lul Pab was unalive. Suspects faced the penalty if convicted. He said indictment alleged that flights and rental cars were paid with credit cards linked to OTF.
But was this an attempted hit? Or
Why
They
would
can't
do
say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
God.
Oh yeah, because of
your face.
wait, no. Like who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
federal charges in California?
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
It got awkward in the room afterwards because it seemed like Brick Baby publicly outed Durk for being involved in the hit. But it gets worse with the announcement. Brick Baby says that he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Lil Durk had asked because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd accept it.
Right.
This seemed to be enough for the feds, although it's not all bad. As one report reads, Lil Durk is reportedly described as super charming by prison staff and other inmates. The only thing he doesn't like in jail right now is the food, which with Durk being upset about the food, it went viral online because he caught the attention of known snitch YSL Woody as he made a video trying to give advice to Lil Durk.
I want to hear my opinion on the Lil Durk situation. I ain't saying he guilty. I don't know what the situation is. But if life is going good for you and you come from poverty, we risk so much of our freedom, time, and life trying to get where we at, to put ourselves in a position where we can take care of our family and our responsibility. The best revenge was for King Von. I'm not saying Durk guilty or anything, but the best revenge that you could have got for King Von was stepping up and taking care of his kids. We ignorant, we do stupid stuff. Why is we out here trying to continue to hurt each other? It's not gonna bring back. What's done is done. It's permanent. Go get his kids, take his kids, and put his kids in a position where they never had to walk in their daddy's footsteps. It hurt me to see that Durk came so far in life just to end up in his predicament. Y'all rap about these things in y'all songs, showing that y'all know better and still choose to be foolish. But God knows we gotta come together because at the end of the day, we our own enemies.
However, we'd see Durk be transferred from Fulton County to Miami. That could be connected to Durk trying to receive a bond if his lawyers can provide good reasoning for it. As Kodak Black's attorney Bradford Cohen says, Lil Durk has a chance to beat the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case unless OTF testifies against him. He says, I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Durk Banks. I think they have a long way to go to prove the conspiracy against him.
When it comes to Durk Banks, you know, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, you know, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. Because he could be blaming, you know, Grant or one of these other guys and saying like, hey, these guys are going to do some crazy stuff. And he's like, hey, listen, make sure it doesn't associate with me at all. You can look at that a million different ways. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
Currently, the information out on Lil Durk right now is concerning, but there's still not that much that has come out. If the feds don't have too much evidence, it's possible his lawyers could get him free. But that's without hearing all of the audio recordings that OTF Jam captured of Lil Durk during the past 2 years. But a famous lawyer would then reveal what Durk's release date could be, depending on if someone snitches on him or not.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, didn't actually the guy, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that, but it didn't hit, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.
Which is great, there's a chance for Durk, but the situation with OTF Jam wearing a wire on Lil Durk is very concerning. Fans and OTF members began searching old Lil Durk Instagram lives to determine if they can see Jam wearing a wire, where they'd come across this video, where it appears Jam is holding the top of his jacket, whispering in it, and looking if everything is connected.
Hey, kid! I ain't gonna lie, my whole dream changed. I ain't gonna lie, like back in the day. Oh, my! Oh, dang! Like back in the day. Look, he said that.
Check on your man, I heard you got his head.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, when I was growing up, I
don't have a dare. Architect.
Having a who? I'm having a dare.
School trying to stop down.
All that whooping on the net, it got your man. Metro! Metro!
But what makes it even worse is that when Jam originally was released from his 12 years in lockup, Lil Durk gave Jam $50,000 in cash, making this a huge betrayal to Lil Durk by Jam.
You know what's name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get the milk so they won't get the tripping, bro.
See that? For my baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. My sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof,
bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did now?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
12 years.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
He'd then go on to inform of Lil Durk for the better part of 2 years. But somewhere along the way, Durk figured out he was cooperating and cut ties, because he'd hop on an interview and share, Lil Durk has been playing 3D chess this entire time. He knew OTF Jam was gonna cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away. I don't think people realize that. I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your is gonna cooperate.
Durk continued talking about how he always keeps his personal life secret, so much as not even telling his closest friends where he's living.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the. You gotta watch.
Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
Durk sadly found out about Jam being an informant too late, because Durk knew he would have already collected a lot of evidence from whatever conversations they had in the past, as it even turns out that DJ Academics was told the feds were looking into Durk for over a year.
It's from a group of journalists. Actually, I'll give up the source a little bit. Well, not really the person, but An Atlanta-based journalist said, hey, Act, this is going to happen soon. And I said, what? And you know, I get my sources and I get news told to me. They said, I've been told that the feds have been looking into Lil Durk. But I remember, this is before the O Block 6 thing happened. Or actually maybe it was, I can't remember the timing. But I remember thinking after the O Block 6 or 5 like got convicted, I'm like, all right, Durk's finally in the clear. That's what I thought. But the person who was telling me, they say they had good authority that was coming from investigative bodies that was involved in looking into this.
Because once the feds had gathered enough information to arrest the 5 suspects involved in the Lul Pab hit, while also connecting Lil Durk to ordering the crime, they arrested all 6 of them within 24 hours. But what's really interesting about the case is how the feds managed to flip one of OTF's most trusted members. Because Jam was seriously about the street life. He had just been coming off a 12-year prison sentence, and months later he began informing on Lil Durk. Jam even did an interview shortly after getting out, where he mentions Durk handing him $50,000 in cash, getting him a crib, and how he kept him safe on the inside.
Yeah, because you just came home not too long ago, like when you come home.
So I've been home a little bit over a year.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit over a year. 12 years flat.
12 years?
Like 12 years. Did my time. Ain't told them nobody.
Right.
Ain't no on my name.
Like how did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
Man, get linked in. Started with LinkedIn. We grew up together. This ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know.
Yeah, because he's super solid, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? He said, Jam, get out that jam and give him 50. He ain't got to ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to ask. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But the major thing that flipped Jam onto the Fed's side is because he was arrested shortly after being released for possession of a firearm. Because being a convicted felon, you can easily be sentenced again for multiple years for having a firearm. So he faced the decision of either spending another 10+ years behind bars or becoming a federal informant on Lil Durk. Jam decided he wasn't going back on the inside again, so he signed the deal and began informing on Durk Banks, as the feds got the one guy who wouldn't be suspected of wearing a wire, someone who already served double digits to do his time, and someone that was loyal to OTF for a long time. This led to Lil Baby sharing, "This can't be true, man. Free the boy, Durk. These streets are evil. Y'all own brother will turn his back on you." But other characters in the scene would feel differently, as Charleston White shared that this was a victory for the rap community.
I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. Down goes the drill. 12th round knockout, because it looked like they had got away and they get to ride off into the sunset. So this is
With Jam's involvement, the feds got enough evidence to get warrants and spy on Lil Durk. They began tapping all of OTF's communications, trying to get as much information possible. One piece of evidence they caught would be reported. Federal investigators obtained iCloud records of Lil Durk advising an associate in his hit plot, saying, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." Regardless of the warning, the associate booked the flights using a credit card linked directly to Lil Durk, as if Lil Durk purchasing the flights for the suspects that got Lul Pab wasn't enough. They searched the internet to link Lil Durk to the men who did the crime. Sure enough, they found this old King Von jewelry video that shows 3 of the suspects with King Von, being Dee, Vonnie, and Boogie.
It's solitary. Stone.
We just looked at him, man.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money maker stepped in.
With them having a connection to Von, it goes without saying they likely had a connection with Durk as well. And with both Durk and the 5 suspects wanting revenge for the fallen friend King Von, they'd have the motivation to do the act. But we saw DJ Vlad share how crazy it really is that they bought plane tickets to do the hit. In multiple interviews, I've said that nobody would get on a plane to get someone. I said this because there would be so much evidence that they're guaranteeing prison. Well, today, I was proven wrong. Lil Durk was dumb enough to send 5 guys on a plane to get Quando Rondo. They ended up getting the wrong person, and now all 6 of them are facing life in prison, or even the penalty. Charleston White spoke more on Durk's arrest, thinking it's funny everyone's all sad for Lil Durk being locked up.
Ain't nobody laughing at Durk like they were laughing at me when I went to jail. Lord have mercy. So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. But that boy got a federal no bond. I bet that told and closed up. He got a burp to pass gas. I bet he going to PC. Them California niggas try to extort him. One thing we know about California, the and blizzard rule. GD, BD, on 4 them, they ain't got no say-so nowhere. But when they write a letter to somebody.
Even rapper Hypno Carlito showed his support saying, "Pray for my brother, he coming home for sure. Free smirk till it's backward." But when you get into the true act that's possibly locking up Durk for life, it all stems back to the King Von passing back in November 2020, because he was taken out by Quando Rondo's crew member and best friend Lil Tim. With the whole situation going viral, Quando Rondo tried to capitalize and drop the song Soul Reaper as he rapped, "Man ran up on me, then we sprayed him, I'm talking lights out. We do the dash in that Durango, jumped out with that pipe out, so tell them to pipe down." Instead of Durk responding with a diss track back right away, he allegedly planned out the hit on Quando Rondo that would accidentally take out Lil Pab. With the plan set into action, Durk released the diss song titled Aha, where he raps, "They like Durk, he a singer, he won't do something. You can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit." Not long after, we heard the news report of the hit.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
With Quando's best friend Pab falling to the street life, he released his song Want Me Gone because he was sad about his friend and he wanted to diss King Von again. My favorite op gone, his sister talked too much, no I don't like her, Lil Timmy rolled her brother up, got stepped on in some Nike kicks. But Durk went different in his response because he was featured on a Babyface Ray song and he'd say the lyrics, "Look on the news and see your son screaming no, no."
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.